Hi friends, my name is Eddy. So when I speak, when I do speak, I don't usually go by this. I usually go with what's here, but I'll go with both of them today. I've been coming to PAL for a year and a half now. I came to PAL to learn how to write properly in English. I was tired of not being able to write and having to ask my wife to write things for me. Also, when my employer asked me to write about what happened to a tool or an incident report, it made me look stupid when the half of the report was spelled wrong. Some people made fun of me. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of it all. So I did something about it. I phoned P.A.L.S, and that was the best decision of my life. I'm going to elaborate on this. To happen, I went back to college at 48, and when I went to college, I passed college and everything, but my wife did all the writing for me, and like that, I passed. Yes, I did pass, but half of my diploma belongs to my wife. So I wanted to now I want to do it on my own now. So I know now that I was in high school, they just kept passing me forward all the way through school. I ended up in special ed. In special ed, I grew up in Northern Ontario. I grew up in Hammer, Ontario. When they put me in special ed, I was shipped from Sudbury to Hammer to Sudbury to find courses and everything. Every year I was shipped to a different school to learn something. So for me, when they did everything they did, but I was shipped all over the place. I had a hard time learning at the speed of other students, so they mostly put me in shop classes. In the old days, when I grew up, I'm 57, and when I grew up in high school, people have a hard time learning. They thought they would be better in trades. So 3/4 of my school, three in high school, except for English, French, and math, the rest was shops. I learned how to weld. I learned how to do school, like print prints and all that, or do a doghouse or anything like that. So that's how what I was taught. So that's what they did to me. So when I graduated, I couldn't hardly write anything, and I was not confident in my reading. I worked as a laborer in warehouses and was a truck driver for 24 years. I wasn't expected to do much writing in that industry because truck driving there's not that much writing. There's just your logbook and that's it. I was told people to write the memo because I was embarrassed to tell people that I couldn't write, and that's true. That's very true. If I needed to write anything, my wife would write. Okay, sorry. If I needed to write anything, my wife would do it for me. And that's true too. What made me come to P.A.L.S is that I was tired of doing labor jobs. I wanted to be that person who did the ordering, wrote a report, or anything in general, like a letter or something, anything. In general, I wanted to be able to write an email that was professional and was error-free. My life has improved tenfold. Now I write with confidence and accuracy. I work with the homeless, and every time I complete a shift report, they are getting better and better. The biggest thing about writing is that when I text my wife, she understands it. It's hard for me to believe myself, but I have actually become a reader. I read the news and some books for pleasure, but mostly about the history and addiction and things that would help me at my job. My job, what I do for a living, I work at George Brady. I work in the safety consumption site, and I work in a detox, and I work in the shelter. what I like, what I read a lot about addiction, but I read a lot about mental health. What's important to me right now, really important to me, is to help my brothers and sisters out there. They're on the streets, and a lot of people say, they say, oh, they deserve to be there, or they don't, they go, or they put themselves there and all that. And a lot, and I tell them, tell me something. Would anybody in your right mind would like to live on the streets? No. So what I read about a lot is to help my brother and sister to get out of their situation, like I did, like people helped me along the way. So that's why I read a lot of I read about history about addiction and gangs. Gangs is really important to me because it helps me in my job a lot too. Um, One thing I would like to tell somebody who has a hard time reading or writing is, don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm 57 years old, and you're never too old to learn new tricks. It doesn't matter where you go or learn, just do it, and your confidence will soar every time you write and read. And I want to add a little thing to this too, is your confidence, you're right, but what I like about it is I was afraid about learning because I thought I was stupid. I couldn't do it. But now what I learned and I saw is I like learning. Learning opens your mind. For me, it opened my mind. Now I want to go back to school. I want to go back and get my second diploma in mental health aid. But what what is so good about learning to read and write is it opened my mind, and it made me think that I'm not stupid. I'm not a stupid person. I thought about that for a long time. It's a horrible way of living. But more now I know how to read, write. The writing is getting better. I think it's 75% there. But what's so grateful about that is made me say I'm important to anybody. I'm important to me. I'm important to you guys. And I learned a lot, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things that if I would close my mind, I would never learn and be a miserable prick for the rest of my life. But that, thank you.